The word thought leader was coined in 1994 by a gentleman named Joel Kurtzman, and originally it applied to someone whose ideas merited attention. What we're talking about is something very distinct from either celebrity or expertise. If you were a thought leader, it is about your ideas. You are known for your ideas, which is far more valuable to society. And an expert, that's a great thing to be. It means you know your stuff, you're knowledgeable. But if you're a thought leader, it means you have to have followers. It means you are engaging in the world, and that means your ideas are going to have far more impact. The truth is, every idea has already been taken. That is no excuse not to do something about it. Something like the key to being a good manager is to listen. These are things that are not rocket science, but yet they are things that too many people don't know, and the way that you do that is through stories and anecdotes that you hear, and by something being conveyed from a particular perspective. You have something unique to offer by dint of who you are. Even if something in theory has been done before, it hasn't been done by you in the way that you can do it.
I want to talk to you about social selling and what that means and the evolution that we've taken place. I see social selling as something that has dramatically had an impact on how salespeople do their jobs. Really, social selling is just being able to leverage social networks in a way that accelerates your deal cycles, as well as kind of gets you more connected with your network in a way that can open new opportunities. When I think about what social selling is, so what networks matter? What social networks should you be focusing on in a social selling environment, especially in the B2B space? You look at social networks and you have Facebook, the big three: Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Obviously, Facebook is really just for your family and friends. There's not a lot of B2B connections that you're going to be having within Facebook, unless they are those family and friends. And then you have Twitter, which is a really good conversation mechanism as well as a broadcast stream that you're able to use. But again, it's not something that I would primarily think of as a B2B channel. It works, but it's not that. So that really leaves out LinkedIn. And you look at LinkedIn and the value statement that they provide, they are the business network. And most of your buyers, most of the decision makers that you're going to want to be in contact with will have a profile on LinkedIn. So this is why social selling with LinkedIn is so important.
Most people are operating on their timetable. The problem is most people aren't focused on right now today. What are the opportunities at this moment? Because that's when your buyer is ready.
Rather than do what almost every company does, which is market on your time. Let's see, I'm going to do an email newsletter next week. That's my marketing. And then in 2 weeks, I've got an ad campaign coming out. I'm not saying don't do that, but you also need to right now think about how can I market when my buyer is ready, when my ideal client is ready, when somebody is out there looking for what I have to offer.
Change the mind, a mindset around being able to communicate with buyers, potential customers, existing customers today, now, this instant.